This webinar will cover what is ACCT UK, the grants and bursaries that ACCT UK offer, how to apply to our various grants and bursaries. We'll also explain what other funding sources are available to you as CFAVs, as well as answering all of your questions that you may have. ACCT UK is the official charity. We're the only ones there. Our beneficiaries are you, the CFAV, and the cadets in your care. Without you and the applications we receive from you, we do not award any grants. Last year, we awarded grants to 31 of the 54 ACF counties. As you can see from the map on your screen, you'll see the spread that we have across the UK. I would like to see all ACF counties applying for grants more frequently. Hopefully 100% every year. ACF counties can apply to the ACCT UK's grant funds throughout the year. There are no application deadlines. However, we would always advise you to apply at least 6 weeks before the start of any activity. Any member of the ACF can apply for grants. So it's not just limited to your county HQs, it can be company level and detachment level. But please be conscious that all applications must go through your CEO for awareness and authorization. On our website, we have application guidelines that clarify what is and what isn't eligible for funding. For some of you in this room, if you're detachment commanders, you're probably wondering if you can get any grant funding for maintenance or redecoration of your unit. Unfortunately, you cannot. So please read through the guidelines very clearly, and hopefully that should aid you in writing a successful application. There is no limit to the number of applications that ACF counties could submit per financial year. Whatever you heard, you can apply once, twice, 3 times. If you need help, we will try to assist you as much as we can. To give you some examples of the support that we offered, last year in 2024, for adventurous training, we awarded £200 per cadet to attend a 7-day skiing expedition to Bavaria, £200 per cadet to attend a 14-day military skills camp to Cyprus, and £100 per cadet to attend a static line parachuting course at Neverhaven. For battlefield tours, we awarded £100 per cadet to attend the annual Nijmegen March in the Netherlands, £80 per person to attend a 3-day battlefield tour to France, and £75 per cadet to attend a 4-day annual town twinning event in France. For music, we supported the purchase of pipes, drum pads, flutes, bugles, side drums, and all the other music ancillaries like the drumsticks, etc. For equipment, we purchased equipment to facilitate local training, for example, mountain bike safety equipment, helmets, gloves and glasses, and archery equipment, bows, arrows, and the target bosses. For personal development, we awarded 23 individual personal development bursaries, 7 ILM level 3s, 5 Seaton Guild graduateships, which are the level 6s, and 3 AT qualifications for scuba diving and skiing. Those are our general, what I call our bread and butter for grants: AT, battlefield tours, equipment, and personal development bursaries. 85% of all of our applications are successful. We would like to give all grants out to all the applications, but sometimes, unfortunately, the applications we receive are not eligible from the first moment that they get sent in, particularly for projects like decorating the detachment, and or the CFAV hasn't been in long enough to receive a personal development bursary. If you read through our guidelines and make sure that you hit all the eligibility criteria, your application should be successful. Your chances of success are improved by applying well in advance, no fastballs, and liaising with me. I will answer all of your questions and provide you guidance. So if you need help, I will assist you. So last year, to just give you an idea, the largest grant we awarded to one ACF county was £9,000, and the smallest grant was £151, and that was to support an individual cadet doing an activity. The average grant we award for an event or an activity is £2,500. In our guidance notes, we've also put some guidance on how much you can apply for each activity. And there are a lot of factors here, where you're based, the type of cadets that you're taking on the activity, are they on free school meals, for example. So this is just a guideline. Battlefield studies are anywhere between £75 and £130 per cadet. Overseas training, be that expeditions or adventure training, or exchange programs, you get looking between £150 to £250 per cadet. And UK training between £30 and £75 per cadet. There are no set amounts. We aim to make the activity be affordable for everyone that's going. So how well you explain it will depend on its success. Generally, we will not award more than £10,000 per grant. We do expect contributions, but we sometimes understand that the type of cadets that you're taking on activity may affect that. So please, there is a box on my application form, so please fill it in. It says, is the county contributing anything? And that could be financial, or it could be as simple as providing the transport to make sure that the activity goes ahead, and anything that the cadets and or CFAVs are contributing to attend the activity. How to apply. You can use this QR code and it will take you straight to the website, which will have grant guidelines. It will explain any exclusions that might apply. And for the grant application form, we've got this QR code. All of the information is reiterated onto our website and on the form itself. So that email address you see on screen is my direct email address. It comes to me and I can answer any questions, and the form gets submitted to me in the first instance. Other ACT UK funding. Last year, this time last year, we set up the Personal Development Bursary to support individual CFAVs to gain a qualification. These qualifications aren't necessarily only related to CVC. They can be anything that can support training or that individual be a better and more efficient CFAV. We have not got too many stipulations on what's excluded. Unfortunately, driving qualifications are not included in the Personal Development Bursary, but our aim was to keep it quite wide to see what type of applications we will get from CFAVs. The biggest thing here is, has the CFAV been on strength for at least 24 months? You can apply for up to 75% of the qualification cost with a maximum of £1,500. 100% bursaries are available in certain circumstances, and that must be clearly explained within the application form when you're applying. Any factors which are stopping you contributing in any shape or form. Like our normal grants program, there are no application deadlines. You can apply throughout the year. Our ACT UK grant panels are held every 6 weeks, so you will fall into one of those windows. Applications are confidential. They no longer require sign-off from the chain of command, just that you've talked about it with someone, and this is the most efficient use of your development and the qualification. A lot of factors potentially affecting CFAVs or stopping CFAVs from applying from the personal development bursary is embarrassment. So anyone that's in this room here, in chain of command, in a position of authority, if you can encourage those individuals to apply, there is nothing embarrassing about asking for support. The level 7 for CVC is nearly £1,000. Very few people can afford that at a whim. So please get them on board, get them signed in, and hopefully we can support them in one shape or form in one of the qualifications that is of interest to them. Becky and Jordan, as you can see from our screen, they've recently signed up and actually passed their qualifications and completed it and gave us a few words of encouragement. Both doing very different qualifications. Becky doing an AT1 and Jordan did the level 3 in education and training. Here's the QR code for our online application form. I do have a Word version for those that don't want to fill it in online, but this was our first online form. It comes straight to us. And just a bit of a guidance note, the average award awarded to CFAVs for personal development bursary is around £400, with some CFAVs receiving full bursaries for the entire qualification. There's a lot of scope for a lot of support. The Matthew Bacon Bursary. This is an annual bursary set up in memory of a former Surrey ACF cadet who went to join the Intelligence Corps, Major Matthew Bacon. He was killed at age 34 whilst on tour in Iraq by a roadside bum, and his parents set up this bursary for cadets who were not achieving their full potential in the ACF. They wanted to give back what the ACF gave to Matthew to another cadet. So every year we give cadets the opportunity to attend a 14-day summer adventure with the Outward Bound Trust. We will be opening applications for next year very shortly. Anyone that's on this call will get an email when that's been live, just in case you have any cadets of interest. Last year we received 11 Matthew Bacon bursary applications from 7 different ACF counties. Bearing in mind there are 54 ACF counties, we could do better with our applications. With the help of corporate donations, we were able to award 7 Matthew Bacon bursaries last year, which is one of the highest amounts we awarded in every year. So that's got a very high success rate for any applications that are coming in. This course, or the 14-day summer adventure, is designed to challenge individuals, but it might not be suitable for every cadet that has low confidence. So please bear that in mind when choosing a candidate for the Matthew Bacon bursary. This course is an intervention, not a reward for senior cadets at the end of their cadet career. Here is another QR code. This sends you directly to the Matthew Bacon bursary page on our website, and we'll have all of the appropriate documentation when submitting a candidate. There is several processes for the application form, one from the cadet itself, one from the detachment commander, and a citation from the commandant. Duke of Edinburgh Award. Occasionally there is funding available, and this could either be in the form of participation places for cadets and sometimes leader training for volunteers. Often this is advertised via our CBNs, or if you just want to see if there's anything available, that email address on screen, you can email the DofE manager directly and they'll be able to inform you whether or not there is funding available for your county. A lesser well-known funding stream is local marketing. Regional Command offer grants towards marketing materials for local projects that will raise awareness for the ACF and support retention of adult volunteers. The criteria is quite loose, so whatever you might need, be it in the form of banners, flags, new leaflets and posters, they should be able to assist you. And that email address there will take you to regional command, and they will ask for the form and they'll send it to you, and you'll fill out a business case for them to award. Please note that the additional funding that I mention in the next couple of slides are not limited. We've just highlighted the most common funding used by the ACF. So please bear in mind, if you've heard of others, mention it in the chat, let us know about it, and we can add it to the next webinar. For those that didn't know, ACT UK have branches. We have ACT Wales, ACT Scotland, and ACT Northern Ireland. There is separate funding that you can apply for if you're on ACF county in that area. I know, for example, Scotland regularly offer £1,000 for their battalions to access every year. And all you have to do is access it. ACT Northern Ireland and ACT Wales award slightly differently, but you can apply for regional funding from your local branches, and this QR code will send you to the page on our website. And I will make this clear, you can apply to both ACT Scotland, ACT Wales, ACT Northern Ireland, and ACT UK, potentially for the same activity, depending on how much money you need. Your local RFCA. Each one of us, each county will have an RFCA that looks after us. A lot of them provide support and grant funding to cadets. They often have application deadlines with a lot of RFCAs going on the financial seasons. So go to your local RFCA. Some of them have more than one pot to access. This QR code will send you to the links. And then you also have the Ulysses Trust, and they specialize in adventures training and expedition grants. They will fund all DofE expeditions. I will say that again. They will fund all DofE expeditions. So if you're struggling to support DofE in your county, the Ulysses Trust will help you. What they don't offer is support for one-star AT activities or the purchase of equipment, which I know some of you will be like, oh, that's what I need. Okay, so positives and some negatives there. Things to consider. You've got an idea, be it a purchase, be it an activity. Your first port of call should always be your commandant via OC, depending on where you sit in the pecking order, to see if there's any money in the pot. Don't leave your applications to the last minute. I will still try and help you, but it may mean that you get a decision while you're traveling to said location, and that's not ideal. So give your commandant and CEO enough time to sign the forms and get it back to me. If you receive a grant from us, we will expect a report, and Jude, our marketing manager, she will email you and ask you for some feedback and some quotes and maybe some pictures. Say thank you. You'll be surprised how many people don't say thank you. A lot of CEOs are really good at saying thank you, especially as soon as we receive it. But let's work on these grant reports, because the better the grant reports, the better we can start showing what ACT UK does to the wider public. Jude loves hearing your success stories. I love seeing all the videos and seeing all the photos. So please, get on board. We have flags that are available and we send them out to people that are doing events. So when you go on your expedition or on your battlefield tour, you have a flag to put in your photos to make it look a bit like we've supported you. Again, I'll reiterate this. If you need any help filling out any of the forms that we have, I will help you. I'll talk you through it. I'll run you through it. I'll take some time out of my day. We'll set up a Teams meeting and we'll get it done. Okay? If you got your idea first, talk to me. Do you think I'll be able to get money for this? And I'll go, yes, no, maybe. All right. And we'll figure it out. If you've got an idea and you're not sure, talk to me first and I'll talk you through that process. I'll also let you know when the next ACCT UK grants panel is to give you an idea of when decisions are being made, particularly if it is a bit of a fastball, because they do happen. Thank you for joining us this evening and giving up your valuable time. I hope you found the webinar interesting and you learned something new about ACCT UK grants. You've all met me now and you all have my contact information. So please feel free to give me a call or send an email. I look forward to hearing from you all. Good night.